and we are adding some new videos. Okay, so the new videos are going to be, usually on Fridays, we do the twin flame update, right? What we are going to be doing is adding a masculine, feminine, and karmic read. And then on Fridays, depending on what is coming up, I may do the update relating to the twin flame connection. Otherwise, what I might do is, again, whatever channel messages are coming through. So today we're going to tune into the karmic partner, because this is a very confusing time and it's highly sought after. And it's going to give us some details as to, number one, what the transits are, astrologically, but also why this is coming up and what's coming through in the cards. So we're going to pull the cards. And we're going to take a look and see what this is. Now, the reason I was guided to this is because I had a lot of things coming up over the last week. And that was really tuning into the twin flame connection. Something had shifted. And so initially, yes, I very personalised it. I was like, why is this happening? I don't understand. And it kept happening and there was a lot of difficulty. And I was like, my guides were showing me that there's something we need to see. Okay, my guides were showing me that we needed to see what this was, because there is a time where you do get to a point, yes, you have to focus on your side of the fence 100%, but then when there's a shift, there's a time and a place to look at it, and at the moment it's been called for some reason. So we're going to have a look. So initially I started off with the elements, okay, and when I was channeling the elements, the first one I started off with was the fire signs. And the fire signs are in the thick of it, I'm telling you. They're good, but they're also doing things differently. So, you know, yesterday, really, your energy today of the moon in Scorpio, I had a bit of a chat to the members, and I was saying you can feel very scattered. You can feel very agitated, like you've got to throw everything out of your life, and you have to start again. And it's like, literally just pause for a minute. Okay, just pause and step back. You're supposed to do something differently. And it doesn't mean quit. It means do something differently. Don't be scared. Well, you're probably going to be scared anyway, but, you know, do it anyway. But there's something that is trying to show us that we need something different. And so, yes, your ascension can be pretty triggered. You also can feel very agitated and feeling like you're having to wear many hats of the moon in Scorpio. We need to pause for a minute. Don't try to be too practical. Your head's going to, you know, it's almost like you're going to go down a rabbit hole during this moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is very deep. It wants the dirt. It wants the grit. It thrives a bit like Aries and Chiron in muck, but there's a time and a place for it. And at the moment, it's just try and sit with the emotion. If you're needing to do something, focus on that. If you need to swap and do something else, focus on that then, and just don't be hard on yourself. It's a real funky day. I do feel also the Schumann resonance is going to spike, so just be prepared for that. Because it was only 7, right? 7, which is pretty earth, but at the same time, that wasn't the channeled energy download I was getting. It was very agitated. It was very nervous for the collective. So there is a point where it can be spiking. Okay, the crowning energy, please, for the karmic. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I don't know why it needs to be there. I'm going to ask again. It moved towards the past. There's something of the past coming up for the karmic. Okay, they're looking at it and it's an old emotion. They're wanting to move forward, but the emotions are running deep. That can be because we are in Scorpio season. Okay, they're a bit on guard. Let's get an astrology card for the karmic. Now, a karmic can be a person, place, or thing. If your twin flame is in a karmic connection, we will be looking at that. This is really one of those months where sometimes you need to see it to believe it, right? There is going to be a lot of gossip. I do feel there can be a bit of juju happening. Oh, God. And toxicity. I'm just going to be flat out with you. So, yes, you do need to protect your aura. You do need to guard against interferences. That's where it's within your control. Okay, let's pull one relating to the feminine. How are they seeing the feminine? Ooh, how are they seeing the masculine? Are we waiting in anticipation? They know that feminine, you're not giving up. They know that you, for some reason, they're baffled by it. They don't quite understand why you haven't given up. They don't understand why the connection between the both of you is still there. They feel you're very determined. They have a very set version of who you are in the masculine's life. I will pull further clarifiers. There's a lot coming out of that one card there. Okay, in their crowning energy, they're trying to protect themselves. Okay, this can be, depending on the type of karmic that you're dealing with. I'm just going to channel what's coming. This can be a person that is relating to a circumstance inside their connection with either masculine or feminine, because it's karmic energy I'm channeling, where they're on protective mode, okay? They're instinctually knowing, but they're very tactical. So this is a tactical energy that will do what they can to get what they need. This can be Wiccan. This can be, evil eye. So it's really important at the moment to do, upgrade your aura, do the evil eye removal, anything you can to clear your house, especially in the moon of Scorpio. If you're because sometimes when we're channeling an energy, we can embody their frequency. So the one advice I would give you, if you're a masculine or a feminine and you're on the outside of this situation looking in, after you've seen this, smudge yourself, drink some fluid, tune out for half an hour. Look at it for how long you need to, but after which do something different. And that's going to disconnect that channeled energy from that person. It's going to prevent them from hurting you. So this individual at the moment is a very tactical human being. The way they operate can be a little bit shady, but it's through their experiences in life. It doesn't mean they're nasty people. It was conditioning. So this can be a tactical individual who can be manipulative at times and uses it like a craft and an art. In their mind, when it does relate to their emotions, as far as they're concerned, they're ready for a breakthrough. And what they're going to do, I'll have to wait till I put the card down. What they're going to do, look at how it changed. Is it going to stop? What they're going to do is that it's almost like the steps they're taking is, as far as they're concerned, they're going to do anything to protect the connection and to protect themselves. What is this, please? It's almost like they've got this hunch, they've got this breakthrough, but they're going back to tactical approaches. Yeah, they're going back to their book of knowledge. They're going back to the things that they knew worked for them. And they're using old patterns. For some, they feel this is actually their soulmate, twin flame. It's like they believe this is their one true love. But I do feel for some reason, if that's so, it would naturally be. That's the truth. So it can potentially be coming from a lack mentality and through a need or a codependent frequency over a reality base. So with that, it's almost like in their mind, from their humanistic intelligence, they feel this is their destiny. This is theirs. And love isn't owned, love is. So this person, this could be a paradigm, i.e. I was married to you, I had a kid with you, we've always been like this, so that's how it's always going to be. In their mind, this is the book they're coming from, okay? I'm seeing it. It's almost like the card's turning red when I'm putting it up. That is to do with the base chakra. Now, at the moment, we have the moon transiting Scorpio. So it is very much, it's lineage, it's family, it can be codependent. 8th house is other people's money as well. But again, it's that codependent energy coming through in the karmic connection. So it can be through lack mentality. They may have children together for some. It might be, and this doesn't have to be that they're directly together. This is the demeanor this human being is taking on. So in their mind at the moment, it is lack mentality, but they're not viewing it that way because they want the story to stay exactly the same. And they also feel there is a manipulative tactic here that they're going back to an old pattern to actually swing this in their favor. And it's interesting by looking, I haven't turned that card yet, interesting by looking at the crowning energy of how they see feminine, that you're holding your dream. Like they think you're dreaming. They think you're delusional. They also feel as though you haven't changed, that the masculine has. But they do feel you're the perpetrator. They do feel that you're the person that is trying to take it. So they're looking at you as an enemy. I also feel that they know that you're not giving up. They know, and it's almost like they're coming through a little bit condescendingly. So like, you're being silly. You should let it go. You need to let this go. Now, how they're looking at the masculine is, they're looking at the masculine as maybe thriving successfully in finances or having a potential outcome. They're looking at the masculine as somebody that they want to marry, somebody that they want to be with. This can be a person that currently is married for some of you, not all of you, but it's almost that balanced. It's like, it brings them balance. It brings them stability. It brings them finances. At the moment, if they're separated, they're looking at them like an asset. I do feel it's almost like, oh God, that's really nasty. Okay. Oh, well, we're tuning into it. There's something that's going to hit a bit of a shake-up. But the funny thing is, the response and the way they're looking at masculine is they did want to win this. Now, this might have been out of competition. This might have been out of wanting to have a relationship or a child. I'll just say it, a child with this person. For some, they may have a child with this person. But the funny thing is, this is conditional love, because this individual is pretty much like, well, if they lose it, if they don't have anything for me, I don't actually want them. This is a very, I don't know why that's coming up, but this is the Eclipse in Taurus coming up, okay? It's in reverse. Now, it's sort of like, they're wanting things to stay exactly the same, and that is never assured. That's a reality. I also feel they're kind of saying that prosperity lies ahead. It's like they're kind of looking at it like, yes, beauty does die. It's never here forever. But also maybe, again, coming through from lack mentality. I might turn the light on. That red is driving me crazy. Crazy, I tell you. We're just going to deal with it today. It's because I've got the computer on at the same time. It's just not going to work. It's probably still going to do that. I'll turn this off and see if it works. Okay. Yeah, so it's like they're sort of looking at it, and now it's going to do it again anyway. It's like they're sort of looking at it that if this person didn't have money or something for them, they wouldn't be interested. They don't want things to change. That's sort of what's coming through. They want everything to stay the same. They do feel something's coming up, though. That it's, again, that they feel instinctually that something is changing with the masculine. They also feel the energy between you is growing, and because this person is maybe becoming different in their demeanor towards the karmic, they're sensing it. They do feel it in the back of their mind, and they feel they're going to lose everything. What is this card? Illusions. Okay. I'm going to pull a clarifier. Let's see. What are these illusions, please? I feel it's the polarity. They don't realize it's like they're having this vision that it's going to be okay. They're having this vision. I don't know why I see that they might be scrying. We are looking at the waters, right? It's almost the rose-colored glasses, but it's the channeled energy. We do need to be really careful about the type of energy we channel into at particular times in transits. You know, there's good times and there's bad times, and there's ways to do such. Hi, Dal. So I'm seeing that this person, in a sense, it's almost like they will do anything to shift this. But it's also that what they're wanting to see versus what physically is their particular reality. I do feel that some of them are trying to keep up appearance, but there's also, they may not be telling people what their real intents are. I do really feel that. It feels very secretive. Feels very trying to creep up behind you and surprise you. That's sort of what I'm seeing. Now, I feel it's almost like they're absolutely, there could be a bit of delusion when it does come to the success of this. For some, it's almost like there's potentially the twin relating to this karmic is not around them permanently all the time. For some, it is, again, because the twin is not showing how they're directly feeling on the outside. They're actually holding it inside. This person is none the wiser. I feel it's more they're seeing what they want to see. They don't want to see anything else because they want what they want, and that's all they want. They don't really, it's not they don't care. They have their eye on the goal. Their goal is to protect themselves, their interests, their needs. And it's also that they are going to take and do whatever it takes to actually swing this in their favor. They do have a very negative opinion towards feminine. They are very concerned about that. It's almost, yeah, we're going to dig deeper. Okay, so one, they're coming from an old pattern, and I do feel this pattern's coming back up again. They don't know how this is going to go, but they are saying they're going to do whatever they need to do to prevent something from coming through. So I do feel for some, if they are in a karmic connection, this person is trying to prevent the masculine from communicating with different people. It can be friends, it can be divine feminine, and vice versa, but they're also avoiding an ending, and it's that control energy coming in. I do feel there's a lot of jealousy coming up inside this karmic connection at the minute, and it does appear to be quite manipulative and controlling. It's causing a lot of tension, but because the twin flame is pulling back from this circumstance, it's triggering this individual further to it's almost like their fears from the past are coming up where they're having to address them. But the way they're going to address them, I feel, is going to be a little bit aggressive. What have we got? Yep, there you go. Yep, nasty. I'm hearing that they're wanting to lock a circumstance in. Okay, this person could actually be watching readings. This person, if you know, and I channel for so many people. For some, the stories I'm getting, I'll give you. For some, if you are a YouTuber and you are on YouTube doing readings, they're watching you. For some, whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, it's like they're watching and following you. Some of you might be picking up that your twin is watching, but I also feel it is because the karmic is watching them too. I do feel it's almost like they're instinctually sensing, but they're planning and conspiring. And I feel the planning and conspiring is the focus. They want to bring this back in their favor. They also feel that the love is not being pushed towards them, and they're trying, again, I'm hearing, trying to bring it back in their favor. Why is this coming up, please? Where's the moon energy? There it is. Okay, what is this arrows to the heart? They don't want to get it hurt, but they'll definitely protect and prevent an ending of this contract. I don't know why I'm getting it. It's almost like there's a bit of a stalkerish energy. I do feel for some it's almost like the karmic is creeping on the twins. Be it they're together or not, it's like the karmic is creeping on the twins. It's like they don't want this connection. This feels like a spiritual test with them, the connection. It's funny, this card is discretion in reverse, I feel. Oh, God. Discretion in reverse. Look, you can't win a battle. Okay. We should not be giving advice to karmics. This is a karmic lesson, obviously. I think it's already something they've done. They're going to plead victimhood, but it's almost, yeah, it's almost like they're playing dirty. Discretion or reverse, they're playing dirty to try and make the twin feel guilty relating to the joint connection to position themselves like a victim. I don't know why they're doing this. Let's have a look. It's funny because they're almost making out they're not doing anything, but there is something being done behind the curtains. There's something being done behind the curtains. This can be calling divine masculine out, but maybe they have a third party themselves. This can be calling divine feminine out, but maybe they have a third party. They know something, but they don't want anything to get out, okay? They do not want any information to get out. So the projection is the reflection. They're pushing the arrow back to the other individual. Okay. Now, it's funny because this clarifier is to do with full moon and Aries. Now, this has been popping off since back in October, which, yeah, I did really see that. It was because we had Mars in Libra, and it also was because we had Mercury retrograde in Libra. Now, we're going to have another Mercury retrograde in Libra next year, but already what is happening is we're going to be different inside our relationships, and I do feel there was a lot of conflict really popping off between the karmic, the feelings, really what they wanted to happen. I don't know why I feel anger, regardless of whether these energies were together or not. It's like it's coming back up like a wound. These old emotions are coming back with a vengeance, and it does feel really nasty. I kind of feel as though it is going to be a fiery climax, so it's like this person wants to come in with a fight. This also is unique, that the clarifier on top of it is almost like psychic attacky towards the twin. And it's almost like it can be potentially driving this individual a little bit crazy, but it's almost the psychology of where it's coming from. It's like messing with a person's head. I do feel on the divine masculine side, I just keep seeing them really quiet, had enough, not kind of playing devil's advocate, not mucking with it. It's like building and building and building, and the aggression is coming up, and I do feel it came to a head. I do feel one person in this karmic relationship or connection is really sick of it, but the other is trying to pull it back to where it was and to keep it stuck, which is actually doing the polar opposite. It's actually making the twin flame rebel. I don't know why I'm getting reference to a ring, a child, or to lock it in. And again, this person is wanting to cement this deal with the twin flame. This can be buying a house together. It feels some sort of a contract, right? Where the person is wanting to drag them back into an old contract or a new one. But it's to do with an old circumstance, is bringing it to a head. Now, it is because they are wanting to, that they karmically feel that if they're married, if they've got children, if they've got a house together, that it's cementing the deal, and nothing cements deals. Reality cements deals. So this person is wanting to lock a situation in or get revenge due to what they had wanted. Yep, their dreams of their plan. They're coming in. They're like, okay, this was mine. Now, remember, this is now. This is coming up. Eclipse and Taurus. The shadow energy is Scorpio. The nodes are going to be. Okay, you guys, ready? The answers you wanted are coming. This can be a two-faced person, but you're also going to see two sides of the coin. This person is also going to see the circumstance for a reality. They're also going to see that some of this bad juju isn't going to work. It generally comes back tenfold. But again, I still do not feel that's stopping them. I feel they're trying to wedge this, and they're trying to directly affect it. Yeah, it's because they want love. It's because they want this connection. I don't know why I'm getting black magic. I really do. In a lot of ego at the minute. Again, trying to get readings, trying to look online, trying to use magic to move it back in there. The magic is the laws of attraction. It naturally comes towards us. But this person is on the 3D realm trying to move things. And again, because their third eye is a bit mucked at the moment, it's causing a lot of toxicity. Okay, how is this going down? What are they going to do? I do feel some of you are going to get some communication. I'm telling you, they're on the juju. I'm going to show you these cards. Okay, I do feel some of them are actually going to... I do feel there's going to be communication. So, look, don't even be surprised. If you have no communication with your twin and suddenly the karmic bloody rings you, don't be surprised. Sometimes we can create things in our mind, right? And this person could be going through the twin's phone. This person could be stalking this person. This person's pissed. I'm just telling you. They're trying to... Messages. They may be delusional, but at the same time, I'm kind of getting this vibe. It's almost like it's trying to get a message across. This can be back off, stop talking to my person. That's if they're even with someone. This can be like, it feels nasty. I'm just going to tell you, it feels nasty. This may be a karmic that is making a nasty comment to you. Again, it can come through on YouTube. It could come through in a text message. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This is going to be popping off. You will instinctually know. Okay, this because the reason the person's doing it, and you might be going, I haven't heard from them. What the hell are you on about? It's because they want to know. They want to be up in the business. They're being the mama. They're being the mama or the papa. What are you doing? Do not talk to this person. I must say, I had a few of those experiences. It was quite fun, actually. I'm such a cow. Let's just leave it at that. Interpretations, yeah. They could be criticizing your viewpoint. I remember a time of a conversation I had with a particular karmic, and it was they were trying to tell me that I hadn't even called them. I was single. They were trying to say to me that they were the love. Stories change every day. That can even be in twin flame connections. We learn to accept that. Stories change. And you be minding your own business on the opposite side of the fence, and you be getting a phone call, and they're trying to convince you that this is the love of their life at 7 stars. And you're thinking, but I have had no contact with them. Why are you trying to convince me for? If you have to convince a person of something, it means you don't believe it. Your world's on fire, you know? We didn't start the fire. There's always a common denominator in our lives, and sometimes that is us. Yes, even twins, right? Now, this person, how they're seeing things is how they see it. And how they see it is that's theirs. I don't know why I'm seeing a conversation. It's like they're counting. Let me read this further. I do feel this is going to pop off. This is, how do I put it? It is because divine masculine at the moment, and this is on the divine masculine side, right? Divine masculine is going through a spiritual liberation, all right? So do not be surprised if things start popping off with the karmics. That's why the reading's such a change, right? So divine masculine's energy is both Mars and Jupiter at the minute. And Jupiter is going to be, by December, moving into Pisces, very 12th house. If they be messing with their heads, which already came up over here with Pisces, you know, messing with their head, telling them what to do, you do this, you do that, that's not going to work. Right? They're looking at, and it's also that personal forgiveness. So it could have been that divine masculine was feeling as though they had to really come to terms with something, had to forgive themselves. They couldn't be everything to everyone. This could be a job. It could be a family circumstance, spreading themselves like butter. yes, they're coming to the head where that is just simply not working for them, and they're having to liberate themselves through it, because that becomes a psychological prison, and it's also for our inner peace and calm. We choose things that are healthier for us. So this can be detoxes and things to that degree. How the karmic is coming through is very fiery, very agitated, because we pick up on people's energy but not necessarily know where to put the driving wheel, right? Now, what is coming up inside that karmic connection, be it it's a feminine or a masculine, we're channeling relating to this karmic situation. This is the channeled energy. Okay, no decision is a decision, and then the decision gets made for you. I do feel this person feels anxious because they don't know if this is going to go in their favor, and it's causing them to react in this way because they want it to be that way. I do feel most recently it was almost like if they did have communication with the twin, the counterpart, I feel if it went backwards again, this person felt it swung back in their favor. But then the detachment came again, and it created more delusions. I feel it's very hot and cold inside this karmic connection at the moment. Okay, this is coming to a head. This is coming to a head. I feel this is almost a spiritual test. Let's dig into how they're relating to divine feminine. Okay, what is the guide? Because that's really loud over there. Okay, hold on to your vision. Now, like I said, they're thinking you'd be delusional. They're like, you're tripping. You're tripping. You're off on some fairy planet. This is a one-sided transaction. You know, the twin flame doesn't love you. Why haven't you let it go yet? It's very egoic, but deep down inside, it's almost, yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. They feel you're placing yourself. It's funny. We've got the knight here. They're feeling this was a fling. They're feeling this was just a connection you were in, and you need to let go. You need to move on, because this is nothing. There's no, it's just intimacy. That's all it is. And it wasn't even intimacy. It's just the deed. Get over it. But it's the way they're looking at it is because we have a connection, be it it's a financial connection, be it it's a family connection, then ours is true and yours is not true. Because in their polarity, love is ownership. In twin flame polarity, love is I don't own you. It's a choice. And so even though you're being like Little Miss Muffet, sat on her tuffet, you know, it's kind of like you do love this person. You know who this person is, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yep. They're sort of saying it's like that ship has sailed, so why haven't you moved along? It sailed. Yep. It sailed. Why haven't you let go? It's almost like they feel some of what has happened in their life has delayed you having happiness. I don't know why they feel inspired by that. Yeah. I'm telling you, some of these chattel messages, that thanks, guys. Oh. Yeah, they're just like, it was nothing. It was like you guys had a fling and that's all it was. Go be happy with your life and go move on, right? I don't think, look, and I can gospelly tell this is the truth. Some karmics didn't even know how long the connection was together with us. And that was, a connection is a connection. It doesn't have to be an intimate one. So some of that can really baffle these people, that they're thinking on a magnitude of a scale, which is interesting because they're magnifying masculine as a scale. Well, because I have all of this over here, that means what you have isn't real, and you guys need to just accept it. And it's like, it's not, we're not in power of that. the masculine individually in their life is and the feminine individually in her life is. There's no perpetrator here. There's more, how would I put it? Why are you tuning into divine feminine if divine feminine isn't your problem? If everything is good, i.e. Some of them, yes, they do want you to be happy. Some of them just want you to move forward. Some of them want you to just forget about it, move forward, be happy. Some of them aren't negative. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Okay. What are their intents towards divine feminine at this point? What is the feeling and the intent towards divine feminine? I've got the Tower in reverse. They're trying to stop you. They're trying to swing things in their favor. I think they're hiding something from you. Okay, if this is a person that has been really hot and cold and you guys are directly in communication, just watch your back with this person at the minute. They're not coming through completely authentically. It's almost like, they're meditating upon it. We've got the Hermit card here. They're sitting back and they're like, okay, don't judge a book by its cover. Let's not spring yet. In order to prevent this connection from moving forward, what could we do to twist it in our favor, to make a judgment so it would swing in our favor? And I do feel it's been counteracting in a very aggressive kind of tone with the page, and it can be a little bit immature. I just feel a confrontation. I really do. This confrontation can be directly towards divine masculine in relation to you. But again, it's going quiet and it's coming up like a fire. I feel it's quite aggressive in nature. So they're coming through almost like wanting to have this change, but at the same time delaying something. Now they're thinking back on what worked in the past and they're almost going into hermit mode. They're going really quiet. They're snaking about. They're meditating upon what they're going to do. What they want is to really give you a bit of a shock. This can be to scare you and get rid of you. But I'm also seeing it's almost like they're going to be very outspoken. And this can be a text message. I'm just saying. It's almost like, they just need something to focus on. But what it's over is the connection and where they stand. All right. Now, how are they dealing towards the masculine? I'm telling you, they want to lock in the deal. Even if these people aren't together anymore, masculine or feminine side, this is coming back up again. I did say most of the communication with individuals is coming up post-Mercury retrograde. Now the bloody screen's gone blue. Did I pick up a blue card? Maybe I'll pick up a pink card and it'll go red again. Is it going to go red? Mercury, blue. Okay. I don't know why I see for some masculines they might be, how do I put it? I do feel if this masculine isn't with the karmic and they're going about their daily duty, it's almost like they're going to pop up out of nowhere. It's like they're driving along, not going to see them. They're trying to change the outcome of this. It sort of feels like the way the masculine is looking at it is almost like, I can't believe you did that, but they can. This can be turning up at this person's workplace. This can be turning up at their house. I feel this shock. It's almost like, what are you doing here? Why would you do that? It feels like they've stepped over a boundary. And it is through, it's through the ego. They're literally, and it's a little bit, like I said, it's crossing a boundary. It's not, it's due to what they want. They're not thinking, but they're crossing a boundary. And I'm seeing a conversation between divine masculine and the karmic. This channeled message is, look, it doesn't matter what side it's on. It really feels it's more so, even if they're not with this karmic's turning up. Even if they are with the karmic's turning up. And it's turning up at the inappropriate hour. That's what I'm hearing. but it's snooping, right? It's like they're watching them. This could be turning up at this person. Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like this divine masculine's fed up. They're like, what are you doing here? Why are you here for? I do feel divine masculine is like, what are you doing? Now, let's pull some cards for what we need to be aware of. I don't know why they're coming through. Look, there's some sense of a test coming through in the twin flame connection, and it's making the karmic energy very agitated. Don't be too sure that this is like, how do I put it? If you gel really well with the karmic energy, just be wary at the minute. Because what we have to understand is we're all human beings. And yes, when we are pinned into a corner in a circumstance and there's something changing, how they're going to come through is like this. Self-preservation. So just step back and observe. But it does appear to be that there is, it feels a vendetta. That's what I'm saying, a vendetta. That's what I'm getting. Any other messages we need to know? Feels stalkerish. Okay, what are these plans, please? What's not being seen? It's definitely towards the karmic. The karmic definitely has a thought to do with this connection. They also want something to go back in their favour. For some, they can be coming back to test the twin flame connection. So how do I explain it? It's almost like if everything was flowing fine. I really think both masculine and feminine are going to pass this test, but there is a test coming up, and that can be a person from the past coming back. And it's so that the connection can actually look at it and go, okay, do I resonate with that now? But I kind of get the feeling it's almost like they feel that they can bring this back again somehow. So they've been meditating upon it for a bit. They really don't want something to shift. For some, I think there could be a dispute over cash. But I do feel there is also an altercation relating to what way divine masculine is going to go. On the other side of the fence, this can be the feminine, but I feel it's more, you know, not really feeling that this is going anywhere. So push comes to shove. They're trying to swing it back in their favour. I do feel some have become aware of divine feminine. I also feel some have become aware of, how can I put it, that this person has been on the fence. And I think it took them by surprise, and I think they, it's all, like I said, this is turning up at unusual hours. I do feel for some masculine has been a bit unwell this week. Run down, not in the mood, had some things happen that really haven't made him feel his highest octane, and this person's popping up at the most unexpected time. I don't feel this person's got any regrets relating to the past. I feel divine masculine has moved forward, but the karmic energy is wanting to bring it back again. This could also be a divine masculine who has not been talking to individuals. And so this person's presuming that they're not happy, and the reason they're not talking, like they're trying to actually go through the grapevine and find whom this person is talking to, where they're working, what they're doing, who they're associating with. It's almost like what I'm being shown is if these two aren't in communication or communicating poorly at this point, this person's digging. This person doesn't understand why they're not communicating the same. It's funny, I'm actually noticing the Venus energy in the masculine's heart. Look at that. And so I do think that moving into the Emperor energy, they know that this person is becoming more successful, stronger, wiser. And I don't know why I'm getting rebellious. Not that that's a bad thing. I do feel if there had been a conflict between the karmic and masculine, this person's trying to come back to apologize, to play nice. Yeah, to play nice, to bring it back around. We are family. Have we got any Scorpios in the house? Have you been having fun? Cancer and Scorpio and Aries. Just listen to a bit. I was really tuning into the North Node in Scorpio. And especially because we're going to have the nodes in Scorpio and Taurus for 2.5 years. Again, you're going to hear about this. Scorpio, yeah. Yeah, they feel that nothing they're doing is working. Nothing they're doing is working. Well, look, I have a lot of Scorpio placements, right? And I can tell you, we're like the ferryman in tarot, right? We're the ferryman. We see a lot of death. We see a lot of endings, resurrections, ugly things, right? It all does go back to childhood, especially with heavy Scorpio placements in your life. So there might have been a parent figure in your life. Could mean a mother or father. It doesn't even have to be tribe. And it was almost like you felt overwhelmed by it. Now, this could be a parent that was really loving, to the point it was like honeysuckle. Or it was just, you just couldn't do anything, right? But you felt you had to stick around. Right? It could be one extremity to the other. It kind of continues on through your life. And at the moment, it's coming back up again. So for Aries, Scorpio, who else? Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, maybe even Pisces. Those situations are coming up for particular zodiac signs, but collectively of what do we need to leave. This is where the anxiousness is coming up in the karmic connection. Look, I just want to pre-warn you. This could get a little bit nasty. Some of you can be feeling, I really think you're going to be surprised. I don't know how this is coming about, but I can tell you, you're not manipulating this situation. You're sitting back. I do feel many of you are trying to protect yourself, but this karmic's coming in with a bit of a plot. This karmic wants revenge. I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. They want something to swing back in their favor. I don't think it's going to work, but at the same time, you need to be mindful. This can be a person that turns up at the most unlikely time. I don't know why I'm feeling a confrontation. That's what I should call this video. There appears to be a confrontation. I do feel this person is giving twin an ultimatum. But there's also things popping off in their lives at the moment that are forcing them to make a physical decision. But I do feel this person's coming in really aggressively, okay? Really aggressively. Really aggressively. Last card. Okay, the new start is coming. After the eclipse, towards the eclipse is coming, it's popping off. It's all happening. A total eclipse of the heart. There is going to be a major decision. Okay. We won't have time to think about it. It'll just happen. It's just going to... It literally feels like it's going to happen so quick we won't have time to think. If this communication comes, and what is the advice for Divine Feminine relating to this circumstance? Number one, I'd say clean your house. Do a gem removal or an energy clearing in your home. You know, this is going to be one of those months things are going to really start picking up. If you felt really tired, it will start moving. But I just really want you to be wary with these energies. Be wary of the energies you're surrounding yourself with at the moment. Yeah, it's going to happen without you because things are picking up. Like I said, get grounded. Be ready for something to pop off. That's what it's saying. You won't have time. North Node, Scorpio. It's in Gemini, right, at the moment, but it's moving into Scorpio. For us as feminines, we can learn to let go. That's the polarity it's showing us. What's old, let go. If it's not working, trust the process. But old things are going to come up. So it's also going to happen with karmics, guys. Okay? Hi, Dale. How are you, Tammy? So any questions about the karmic energy? I don't know what they're looking mad. Mad, I tell you. Has anyone had any communication with the karmic? I'm telling you, psychic attacky energy. Come out again. Get ready. Why? Because they feel the connection coming closer. Yeah. And they feel masculine walking out the door. Getting closer in a dream. Yeah. I had some really interesting dreams. Really interesting. Really, really, really interesting. So, what is going to be new here? Which is good because when I'm channeling and I'm on my own, not live, I do get quite a bit. I'm going to be doing the next videos coming up. I surely will. I'm going to pull a rune for all of us as well, for the karmic. Let's see what's coming up for the karmic. Oh, God. You know, this happens to you all the time, Giggle. And you're like, you do know with the Scorpio placement, the Aries placement, and the Cancer placement, all of you guys are moving at the minute. Sagittarius and Gem too. Things are starting to move. Why are we so emotional? Is because we're letting go. Ten of Cups. A happy home and family and love. Love. August for the Lionsgate portal. From pretty much the end of July, it's pretty much been hermit, right? Astrologically. It was like the wave was coming. I was like, yeah, this is going to be fun. Not duck. Generally. Okay, this is more to do with union, right? This is a connection. And yes, I will say, Libras, between now and next year, you're getting into a really solid connection. Aries, same thing. Same thing. Same thing, you know? Okay, what time? Yep, again, it's saying the same thing. Jupiter going direct in Pisces. It's happening. Get ready. Let's see for Leo next. Pay attention to your psychic downloads. If you're getting emotional, it's because this person's getting emotional, Google. They're feeling sadness. They're missing you. They know it's mentally affecting them as well. So you're picking up on it. Now, let's see what is happening. Yeah, just like, why? Like, I don't really feels, how do I put it? It's not, it's like confirming, I know, I'm hurting too. This is silly. I'm hurting too. On top of it, they want to do all sorts of nasty things to you, but they want to do it the right way. They don't want you to feel like you're a, you know, an object. They want you to feel you're their person. Because your crown chakra is spiking. Okay, Leo next. You want some power in the situation. Get your high heels on, lady. Sacral chakra. Okay, and I did say that when I did have a chat to the members. I said at the moment, you're going to know if you've got an overactive sacral chakra or an underactive one. You're going to feel like it's spiking and aggressive, or you're going to be pouring that energy into alchemy, which is exercise, work. Why? Because you need to let off some steam. And if you're not giving it to someone, you need to put it into something. And that's usually why we have to upgrade the sacral chakra, right? It builds up so we can create alchemy. Now, when it's underactive, we're letting things happen to us. We're not creating healthy boundaries. We feel unmotivated. We start gaining weight. It's a sloppy sacral chakra. Plus detox time, guys, because Scorpio it can be toxins. It can be habits, it's emotions, it's things we need to let go of. When you channel and when you're an empath, you're storing junk. You know, Princess India, correct? We were talking about this the other day, and it was you can gain weight through holding other people's energy, and especially when you're channeling, you're storing the collective consciousness. It's a pain body, the work therapist. They go, I'm telling you, brain at the moment, that Neptune energy is doing my head in at the moment. It's there, but it's not. So, Leo next. You want the power, but you feel that this chemistry between the both of you, it's almost like tumultuous. It's there. It could be, you know, wanting the person to see your side of the story, wanting to have the chemistry is building back up again, which is probably scaring you. Because you're kind of like, no, I want to be angry at you. But it's sort of, at the moment, you can be feeling that that person is selfish. And it may be in a mirror sense, well, you just got cards jumping out. It may be in a mirror sense that you're wanting to have to be able to be selfish. And that's what the clarity is. It's like if you need to say no to somebody separate to twin at the moment, do it. Is it your job? Is it your family? You know? There's some adjustments coming up. And your emotions are up and down, right? They're high. They're very high. So, again, remember, we talked about how to balance it. Balance the sacral chakra, be open. What's going on? You know, I get nervous energy around yours at the moment, chart. I don't know why. It's like, how do I put it? It feels like you might have a shock. Shock. I don't know why I'm getting that. I feel there's some shocking information coming towards you, and you're just not going to expect it. You're going to be like, you could bump into someone in the street, but I feel it's a shock. There's some shock. Okay, what is this? What am I seeing? You have felt a bit down about it. You have felt a bit like you'll never see the person again. There has been things to do with your work that's coming up that maybe you want to change and do something different. There has been old emotions, like I said, that have been coming up. You might have felt like a little bit of resent. But this person at the moment, I do feel they're struggling. I don't know why. I kind of get this feeling they've moved jobs. They moved jobs, or they're having issues concentrating on their job. But they're while they're at work, while they're doing things, it's like they're trying to be the better version of themselves. But these old emotions inside their life are coming up to make them jealous. It's almost like they're feeling you're going to move on with somebody, you're going to have somebody. And I feel this is more your masculine. Yeah, so they're facing their wounds, but I feel after that there could be a bit of movement. It's almost like it might surprise you, a statement. This is for Char. Your one is Leonix. Your emotions are running high. You need to pull them into the location they need to be, but you need to make a decision how you're going to address it. There is going to need to be an adjustment of the way you deal with it, and that will give the positive outcome. Especially moving into the eclipse and Taurus, there's going to be a shift. But for Char, you got Scorpio here. There's big passion here. I do feel there's an opportunity. You're going to have two paths, but it's up to you which one you choose. But it's almost like you feel you're going somewhere. Where are you going? Where are you off to? Yeah, because you can't, it's almost like you're putting pressure on yourself. This Scorpio transit's doing that. I'm telling you, I was like, oh, I'm just going to throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's almost like you feel you need to make a decision. Do I stay? Do I go? What do I do? And I get through you doing that. If there's an opportunity, go out for a coffee if you need to. You can choose. Be present. It's going to make it worse because we're moving towards Christmas, right? So again, it's time frames that we pass. There's spiritual tests. It can be Valentine's Day, Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. We're going to hear from them again, and then we don't, and then we get upset. It shows us all those facets of it. I feel you can end up having two opportunities. This can be a person coming towards you offering you love, but I also feel you could accidentally hear from your twin in a weird way. And when I say accidentally, it's like a drop of a hat. The person decides to contact you. But I'm feeling drop the guard. Yeah, no, it's never over. What you're not seeing is, it's funny, I literally just said that it's never over after reading Giggle's statement, and you're thinking it's over. And the clarifier with the eclipse, full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. It's like, it's not over. It's not over. I'm telling you, Katy Perry, when she had that song come out, was it Katy Perry? Yeah, it's never really over. I heard that again in the supermarket the other day, and I was singing to it. And I remember in separation to my twin, and I was singing that song, and I was like, it's true. Because love exists, and when love exists, it exists with many people in life, right? And so we have this attachment of cookie cutter life, man and woman, or woman and woman, whatever your polarity is, that's how life is, tunnel vision. And life is so intricately detailed, and it's we take the wrong turn sometimes, we do things, there's chaos. But the thing is, in love, if we have a loved one who passes over, the truth is we love them. And I always use that as an example. So just because you may not be living with that person or in a romantic connection with them, can we accept that love exists? Is it an IOU basis that if that person's there, it means I'm allowed to love them, but if they're not around, I can't? Does that mean because my daughter chooses to live with somebody else, I don't love her? No. Right? The love exists. It's never over, and it's okay to love someone. It's not illegal. Okay, so a test is coming up for you to show whether, in fact, this is. Now, when we're in pain, we run for the hills. We go to hide in the bushes. And then the emotions of the moon come up and it shows us the truth. So the truth is you have a very deep connection with this person, but you're feeling it's a little bit toxic. You feel betrayed. It's coming up again and you're like, I need to release this. Yes, the wound, yes, because heck to no, do you want to be living with that all the time? We can say that it hurt. Tick. We can say it wasn't cool. Tick. Do we know the whole story? No. In a presumption, yes. In a reality of being inside their brain, making those physical choices based on their childhood conditioning and why they did it, no. Why did we say you can only know if you've walked a mile in my shoes? And sometimes that is the best way to look at it. But it doesn't mean that it's okay. But it does mean now that that wound's inside us, to feel better in our day-to-day life, wouldn't we want to do that? So that's why we put pressure on ourselves. Oh, I should have got over this by now. Why don't you say to yourself, just for a week, if this takes the rest of my life to heal myself, I'm worth investing in, and that's okay. I won't be mad at myself. I'll do that. If I feel I love them one day, that's fine. It's like the daisies, right? He loves me not. Great. If you're angry today, cool. If you're not, cool. So I gave up on putting a time frame on weight loss, on healing, on when they were coming, when they weren't. That's releasing expectation. And do you know what? It's so much nicer to deal with circumstances then. I would say, what if this and that happens? Oh, and then I'll be like, and? Can't control it. What do I see? I see its energy. If you can shift the energy, you open the door. At the moment, you're punishing you. You're like, no, got to get my life together. What do I need to let go of? What do I need to do? Am I going to be okay? I'm trying to be everything to everyone. I want to have happiness. Why do I have to be everything to everyone? Nothing's ever going to change. It's always going to be the same crap. And then bang, it changes. Because you don't want it to be this way forever. And the energy then picks up pace because it's like the laws of attraction. That's true. That happens. We see it 100 times in a day. Any other super chats? What do I think? I do think you're probably picking up on the emotion. Have you done that email, Char? Like, my guide's just bumped in and gone, have you sent it yet? Have you sent that memo? Karmic. I'm telling you, they work in mysterious ways. They be coming up and chirping in my head going, Char hasn't sent that letter. Char, send the bloody letter. Do you know why? Look at it this way. If anyone has ever hurt you on the planet, right? Thanks, Star. B5. Come to a space you can speak from the heart and go, even if you never bloody send it, right? But you should. Be ascended. Be authentic. Don't have attachment of what the outcome will be. And then release it. It is like you are releasing it from your body, like you've especially because 90% of the time, the hardest thing in twin flame path is, or a breakup, is that you don't get your closure, right? You don't. It sucks. You're like, but why? We was going along the road and it was looking peachy and we made all these plans. And because the story hasn't reached its full potential, there's questions. It's natural. So you can mull out all those questions down on a sheet and you can say to yourself, I'm going to say the truth. You might have reached closure point as well, and you can just send it out and say, do you know what, this is how I saw it, and it really confused me. I did feel hurt. I had faith in this. Doesn't matter if that person is in a relationship or they're not. It happened to you. You can speak from your point. You can SMS it. You can email it. You could just write it and burn it. But it's releasing it. You need to speak for self. Your throat chakra will be all choked up. Anywho, and anyway, your transit is pretty good right now. So I'm deeply telling you, there's going to be movement for Gemini in such big time. It's going to feel an emotional roller coaster at the moment. You're going to be like, your life depends on it. But it's not illegal to say, FYI. Well, you know, it's like playing Russian roulette. And everyone, it's like, who's calling first? We're not children. Okay? We're not. So you can go, I'm going to get out of my ego and I'm going to say, am I delaying the inevitable here? Do we need to get something up? Scorpio. Does it have to be toxic? No. 100% no. What's the point? Go punch a punching bag. Waste of energy. It's purposeful. It's for truth, for transparency, and you're handing the baton to that human being, and it's not a question. It's you do with that information what you wish, but I gave it to you. Okay? You hand the baton to them. You're like, my love, I loved you. I believed in you. I blamed myself for a bit. I don't know what I did wrong. Yeah, no, I could say hundreds of other things, but you know. And I don't mean in a negative way. I just mean we're on YouTube, right? So you make that statement, you send that out, and you free yourself. And when you do that, you can sit with that and you can just let Gaia sort it. You know, good old song, Carrie Underwood, love her. Jesus, take the wheel. Just, it's then theirs. Because sometimes we can feel, would this person ever talk to me again? And, you know, in twin flame path is like any other connection, guys. It's harder. I don't know. Whoever told you a twin flame path was easy, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's challenging. Who is the next be? So it's Megastar 11. Anything anymore? Oh, God. I feel like, what major thing are you dealing with at the moment? It feels rather exciting but scary. I just felt like I went down a roller coaster when I was reading your energy. What on earth are you launching? Are you about to make a major decision? What do I feel with yours? I do feel for some reason there's a telephone call. I do feel there could be some really interesting news that's going to make you feel like you're going at 100 miles an hour. What on earth are you launching? Are you launching something, my love? Got to wait for confirmation. I can't be too long because I do have things I have to do today, and I've got to get the twin flame videos done as well. So we're not doing earth, air, fire, and water at the moment. We're transforming it, and it's going to be the twin flame connection on Fridays. Members Hub every second Wednesday, so it's 3 times a month on Wednesdays, and that's for $11 on the Members Hub. And we're going to do In the Dark Tarot to see what they're intimately wanting. Separately, we are going to do masculine, feminine, and karmic energies now instead of the elements. Yeah, I'll get to yours in a minute, Kerry. I've just got to do the above, Lady Doll. So, Magstar, are you here, my love? What on earth is this new thing that you're doing? Love you too, Char. You need to clear your crown chakra. It's spiking, lady. You've got a lot of downloads at the moment. That's why. Leo Nix. Clear your crown chakra. Is Megastar here anymore? Is it Mega? Okay, I'm just going to say what I'm saying. Number one, I do see that there is a phone call coming in at a drop of a hat. I'm also seeing that there could be something that you're about to do that can be pretty major. And that does feel as though it's like you're second guessing yourself. Now I feel this is an opportunity. This can be both in a contract and both in a romantic connection. But you're kind of putting the brakes on. It's saying just test it out. Don't feel that you have to put the brakes on. But I feel it's almost like something's going to shock you, but it does feel movement. I don't have a bad feeling about it. I've got a really good feeling, actually. I was like, oh, interesting to be you right about now. Carrie, how you doing? Waiting for the universe. Well, I'm telling you, something's coming towards you and you're going to have some major decisions to make. You could even be launching a business or something like that, but it just feels it's like good luck coming, but you can't believe your eyes and you're kind of like, no, I don't know. Is there a rat in there? It does feel an opportunity, but you may put the brakes on and it's okay to go slow. Okay? So this feels like an offer of some description coming towards you. Yes. So have fun with that one. But I have a really good feeling. I don't feel it's negative at all. Yeah, it does feel such. It feels like offers, lots of different offers and luck and good things. And it's like you're looking at it like, which one do I choose? Choose what you want. Take as long as you like. It feels good. You're nervous though. You're going to be like, oh. Yeah. Carrie, where are you? Update. Okay, what are you trying to complete, woman? Every time I get that 10 of Cups. Maybe it's asking you, why do you want a relationship? My daughter's asking me, what am I doing? What do I do on a Friday, child? Oh, family. I work every Friday. My mum asks me the same thing. YILDIZ, what are you doing? I'm live. Every Friday. Do I have to broadcast it? I am broadcasting, right? Okay, Carrie, I'm going to be straight with you, and you love it when I'm like this, so I'm just going to be straight. You are having a little bit of a hump in the road. Yeah, no shit. You're going to have, it's almost like you feel nothing's going to change, darling. And I'm not feeling that. I feel you're going to hit a bit of a spike in the road. You're worried you're going to hear some negative news, but your energy's fantastic. You've got this paranoia that you're going to hear something that just is really horrible, right? Really horrible. And if it was, you've messed them up, man. You'd like say, what? Oh, Mars, you. My love life has sucked for years and I've given up. Look at it this way. Love on yourself. You know, just do things. The way we attract it is really by really loving and feeding our life. And it's almost like just looking at people in relationships and going, I hope that's working for you. I can go to bed when I want. I can take a bubble bath when I want. I would say the transits have not helped that for any zodiac sign, okay? Even those in connections. It's been work. All I do is work. Yeah. You know? Oh, no. So, Carrie, I'm saying, I'll get to yours in a minute now. I'm getting you up in your head. Get back down to earth. It's hard. I'm telling you, the last 3 days and even moving into the Scorpio moon, very high in energy, very nervous, We're panicking. Like I said, it's almost like we're wanting to do something really extreme. Ease through it. Don't make hard decisions yet. Try and do that juggling, but don't burn yourselves out at the minute. Just take a little bit of quiet time. Keep away from white noise. Do what we can. I think conclusions are within reach, but your view is there's not. There's a conclusion not for you. You've made your conclusion. You're doing you. You're on your clarity of mind. You're being brave and strong, and you're getting stronger every day. And like the laws of attraction, it's going to come towards you. So it's you're not the problem. I even said this to Giggle this morning. One of my best advices I had to myself through my I'm still transforming in my twin flame path was, YILDIZ, not everything's about you. Because we would love to blame ourselves, because blaming ourselves will mean we did something wrong. And if we did, we can correct it. But if we didn't, it's not personal. It feels personal. It's not personal. It's about that person in their life. And so you kind of quite lighting. Now, Lenora. What is this dark energy? I feel the sadness at the moment. What's the sadness around you at the minute? Why am I feeling an energy of a loved one around you? There's this sadness. Is there an anniversary of someone around you? Oh, look, at the moment, our heads are all over the shop. God, what's going to be like with Jupiter and Pisces? That's what I'm worried about. We're going to be hugging trees. Sticking our feet in dirt like ostriches. It'll pass. Could be family issue, my brother's anniversary. Yeah, it feels like, you know, it's like the energy I'm getting from you, doll, is like this. It's almost like you feel the people around you, you don't want to take anyone's side, you don't want any drama, you've got some personal things going on yourself, and you're just like, one more needle in the haystack. And, you know, I don't think you want to hurt anyone. I don't think you want any drama. Yeah, it is. It's the hard transits, right? So it is going to ease up. But at the moment with this scorpionic energy, it's like it's like skeletons in the closet coming out. It's a little bit like Christmas, you know, family. We're so excited for Christmas and New Year's, and you get together and, you know, again, you're like, why do we do this again? And every year you say the same thing. We're going to have that one person who's popping off. I would say step back for a bit. I do think it's going to ease up. I don't know why I'm hearing the term saying, how does that make you feel? Right. Because you don't have to deal with all this. And I think it's because of that it's popping off, and you're kind of watching. It's almost like a bullfight. And you're like, at least they're not doing it to me. I can see you going somewhere. I see you stepping further and further and further back, but as you're doing it, it's like you're walking up a staircase backwards. Why am I getting this vibe that you feel you've, I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. I'm too old for this. Is there something that you're wanting to do, but you feel you don't have the capacity to? And I don't feel this is family. I feel it's almost like it might be an idea you have in mind, but you're second guessing yourself and you think, yeah, I don't know why I'm getting it. Yeah, Diva. I'll have to go shortly, though, so I can probably do one or two more. Because it's like you want to have fresh energy. It's like you want to taste for it's stagnant, right? Yeah, don't second guess yourself, because what I'm hearing is it's almost like you're saying, oh, I can't do that, you know, been there, done that, or I don't know why I'm being told it's like I'm too old for that. I can't do that. That's silly. Or that's old. But it's saying don't. Do it. Do something different. Look outside the box. I mean, I'm even recycling at the moment. I'm like, okay, what's working? What's working? What's not? What's fresh? What's hot? What's not? You know, as the teenagers say these days, it's hot, it's not. Do it. Shift your energy onto something else. Some of these things we have are there to, you know, shift us. Oh, come have a reading with me, lady. I don't know why I said lady. Anyway, you know, come have a reading with me. You know? You'll do well. You'll do well. You're going to be fine. You want independence, and you're going to need, I don't know why I'm saying this. It's like it's going to give you financial freedom, and it's going to take you where you want to go. It's like you're going. You're like, I'm going quietly into the night. And another thing I can give you a tip on, feminine energy will do well next year. You're going to have to really challenge some of your fears. The other thing is young and old. Uranus and Taurus is young and old. Okay? Breaking the glass ceiling. Okay? Have no attachment to it. That's how you manifest. It's like, I'm going to give it a shot. Diva, where are you moving to? What is going on, Diva? I have to go to the shops because we're having a big get-together. I've been cooking since 4 in the morning. That's okay, darling. No, I've got a good feeling. Look, I don't know. Did you have a separation from somebody? I don't know. They're showing me a separation. Was it a divorce? What is the separation? Something to do with separation. It's going to be okay. Okay? It's like your guides are saying you're allowed to be happy, and when you dance to your own bliss, it's all coming full 360. But something you've learned, it's like you're looking, it's almost psychically I'm seeing, you're looking at an old story, and it's like you have a connection, but you know you have to go, and you need to listen to your soul. Okay? So I feel that's when everything's transforming. But with twin energy, we need to do things. Sometimes you can have a twin that's in a karmic relationship, but you're single and you're like, why have I moved out of that? But they haven't. It's because we also then are doing the 3D separation, coming to terms with it psychologically. They're doing it on the 3D. We're doing it psychologically. So we're both in a karmic connection. When you also deal with your family, you're also integrating and choosing and dealing with things differently. And it's very karmic for twins if we enable family members, okay? Because we've got that paradigm of what we're doing. You still can love them, but you can do it differently. But I feel it's almost just your guides are coming in and they're pulling you. They're yanking you. You're going, no, I'm not sure about that. I've got that over here, 3D. Yes, over here, please. And they're being very firm with me, saying, do that business. Trust the process. If you need to make decisions, move. But they're saying it will be successful for you, and you're going to be happy, and you're not going to be single. So please trust it. Anyway, Leo next. Sorry. Not Leo next. Diva. But yeah, they were saying, look, your family will sort. Don't stress. But don't focus too much. Diva, what zodiac sign are you? I always ask people this. I've got to set up my bloody... That's okay. It's TF is not a train. I'm just going to tell you. It don't matter where you go. You are a twin flame. And you continue to grow. And whether you want it or not, That's why I'm coughing. Whether you want it or not, your soul transforms. When we shift, there's the 5D, you know what I mean? You've had enough and you recoup, and that's where you invest in yourself. Had enough is acknowledging the fact that part of the cycle has not resonated with you. And so we have a humanistic experience and it's, oh, this isn't resonating with me. That's okay. It means it's transforming. That's a good sign. It's okay. That old story, don't resonate with. Sweet. Have a pina colada. I'm going to put my energy here at the moment. I'm not going to put it on a person. I'm going to put it in me. And I'm going to I'm going to integrate that. And then, like the laws of attraction, you'll reconnect with human beings. And it'll move. Somebody needs to talk to somebody. This always happens to me when someone's not speaking their truth. Diva, please be careful. I have pregnancy around you. Diva. Mayday. Diva. Loud, my guides are screaming at me. Tell her. Tell her. Right? Let's look at your chart. You said what? What sign did you say? Oh, bloody crap. Twin calling me. Daughter calling me. Aquarius. Let me look. Huh. Okay. Well, Venus is going to go retrograde there. I don't know why I'm hearing pregnancy. Okay. Please be careful. I think it's going to shock you. When do we have the moon in Gemini? I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling. And I also feel something's popping off with work. Something's changing. And you're kind of like at a T-section in the road. I do feel there might... Yeah, anyway. I see pregnancy. I see pregnancy. Okay. Be careful. Yeah, I know, right? I do think you might have like some chemistry with TF coming up. But there is a baby. I'm seeing baby. I just keep hearing baby. Diva will go get stuff, Yildis. If you can't be good, be careful. This is what my ex used to say to me. And he used to, you know, if you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, buy a pram. And do remember, that's the Australian comedy, okay? Love and light. I'll see you guys soon.